Viral challenges aren't random. They hack your brain, that emotional response you just felt. Also not spontaneous. It is predictable and can be controlled by algorithms designed to maximize engagement. These algorithms have been refined over decades of research into human behavior. Decades of research have proven this phenomenon, yet we remain largely unaware of its impact on our daily lives. We scroll through feeds, reacting emotionally to content that has been engineered to elicit those exact responses. The psychological triggers used in viral challenges are not new. They have been studied for years, but their application in digital spaces is relatively recent. This convergence of psychology and technology is what makes it so powerful. These engineered challenges tap into fundamental aspects of human psychology, such as the need for social validation and the fear of missing out. They create a feedback loop that keeps us engaged and scrolling indefinitely. The algorithms that control our emotional responses are constantly learning and adapting. They analyze our behavior in real time, adjusting the content we see to maximize engagement. This creates a personalized manipulation experience. We are often unaware of how deeply these engineered challenges affect our emotions and behaviors. The subtle cues in videos are designed to bypass our conscious awareness, making us react emotionally without questioning why. The phenomenon of engineered viral challenges is not limited to social media. It extends to advertising, news, and even political campaigns. Everywhere we look, our emotional responses are being manipulated for specific outcomes. Decades of research have shown that our emotional responses can be controlled by external stimuli. This knowledge has been weaponized by those who seek to influence our thoughts and behaviors on a massive scale. The algorithms that control our emotional responses are becoming increasingly sophisticated. They can predict our reactions with remarkable accuracy, making it harder for us to distinguish between genuine emotions and those that have been engineered. We are living in an era where our emotional responses are no longer our own. They are being shaped and controlled by external forces that we cannot see or understand. This raises profound questions about our autonomy and freedom. The phenomenon of engineered viral challenges is a testament to the power of psychology and technology. It shows how deeply our emotions can be influenced and controlled by those who understand the mechanisms at play. In 2012, a massive social experiment began without anyone knowing. Facebook secretly targeted nearly 700,000 users, altering their feeds to test emotional control. The goal was to see if sadness or happiness spreads through digital networks. Posts were filtered, removing positive or negative content, to manipulate users' emotional states. No consent was given. Users had no idea their feeds were being curated for psychological study. It was a perfect storm of data exploitation and emotional manipulation. The experiment lasted for a week. Users exposed to fewer positive posts produced more negative content. The reverse was true for those shown positive feeds. The results were undeniable. Emotional states were contagious. Even through screens, users mimicked the emotions they were fed, becoming happier or sadder without realizing why. This is just the beginning. Subscribe to see more amazing content. Fire. This wasn't a one-off study. Decades of research had shown emotional contagion was real. Facebook's experiment just proved it could be weaponized at scale. The implications were staggering. If emotions could be controlled so easily, what else could be manipulated? The line between user and lab rat had blurred significantly. Facebook published the findings in a prestigious journal. The public outcry was immense. How could a company manipulate users' feelings without a single warning? Regulators began questioning the ethics of such experiments. But the genie was out of the bottle. The methods used were now documented, ready for replication. The experiment proved what marketers had suspected all along. Emotions are the ultimate currency. If you control emotions, you control behavior. It's that simple. Today, we're still vulnerable. Every post, every like, every share can be tweaked to elicit a specific response. We're living in the aftermath of that secret experiment. The original experiment was a wake-up call, but instead of changing course, we doubled down. Now algorithms predict our emotional responses before we even feel them. We're not just passive consumers anymore. We're active participants in a global emotional experiment. The question is, are we aware enough to control the outcome? Your brain is always one step ahead, predicting what you'll see next. Algorithms know this and use it to their advantage. They feed you exactly what your mind expects, making the content feel natural and unavoidable. This predictive power is not new. Scientists have studied it for decades, revealing how our brains crave patterns. Every video, every post is crafted to fit these patterns, making us react without realizing it. Mirror neurons play a key role here. These special cells fire both when you perform an action and when you watch someone else do it. This is why you feel joy watching a happy video or fear during a scary scene. Every time you scroll past a video that makes you smile or laugh, your mirror neurons are at work. They make you mimic the emotions you see, creating a feedback loop that keeps you engaged for longer periods. This is why viral challenges spread so quickly. They tap into your brain's natural tendency to mimic and share. The more you engage, the more your mirror neurons reinforce the behavior, making it almost impossible to stop. But there's more to it. Dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, plays a huge role. Every time you get a notification or a like, your brain releases a small dose of dopamine, making you feel good and want more. This creates a powerful feedback loop. You scroll, you get a notification, you feel good, you scroll more. The algorithms know this and curate content to maximize these dopamine hits, keeping you hooked for hours. The content you see is not random. It's carefully selected to trigger specific emotions. A funny cat video might make you laugh, but a political ad might make you angry or fearful, all based on your past behavior. This is why you might feel a sudden urge to check your phone. Even when you have nothing important to do, your brain has been conditioned to expect a dopamine hit from the next notification, making it hard to resist. The algorithms are constantly learning from your reactions. If you laugh at a joke, you'll see more jokes. If you get angry at a comment, you'll see more comments that provoke similar reactions. It's a never-ending cycle of prediction and reward. Your brain is essentially being trained by these algorithms. Every like, share, and comment reinforces the behavior they want to see. Over time, this can shape your thoughts, feelings, and even your decisions without you even realizing it. Imagine a world where your every reaction is predicted and controlled. This is not science fiction. It's happening right now. The same mechanisms that make you laugh at a cat video can make you vote a certain way or buy a specific product. Political campaigns now use micro-targeted emotional manipulation via tech. Sophisticated algorithms analyze your online behavior, predicting your emotional weak spots. These insights are used to deliver personalized content that triggers specific reactions, whether anger or enthusiasm, guiding your voting decisions without your awareness. Deepfake videos can simulate a celebrity's reaction, fooling millions. These hyperrealistic forgeries are created using machine learning models trained on thousands of images and videos. The technology has advanced to the point where distinguishing between real and fake is nearly impossible for the average viewer. The same mechanisms that make you laugh at a cat video can make you vote a certain way. Emotional contagion, the way feelings spread through social networks, is being weaponized at scale. Platforms deliberately engineer content to trigger strong emotional responses, knowing these reactions will propagate and influence wider audiences. Political advertisements now use biometric feedback to fine-tune their emotional impact. Advertisers measure viewers' physiological responses, heart rate, pupil dilation, skin conductivity, to determine which messages elicit the strongest reactions. This data is then used to create optimized versions that maximize emotional engagement. Social media algorithms are designed to amplify divisive content. Studies show posts that trigger anger receive significantly more engagement than those evoking happiness or sadness. Campaigns exploit this by deliberately creating content that incites outrage, knowing it will spread exponentially through feeds. Modern political campaigns use sophisticated micro-targeting techniques. Different versions of the same message are delivered to specific demographic groups based on their predicted emotional vulnerabilities. This allows campaigns to speak directly to each segment's deepest fears and aspirations without broader audiences noticing. The emotional manipulation extends beyond traditional political advertising. News feeds are curated to maximize emotional impact, with algorithms prioritizing content that triggers strong reactions. This creates filter bubbles where users only see information designed to reinforce their existing emotional states. Deepfake technology has created entirely new avenues for political deception. Forged videos of political figures making statements they never actually said are now indistinguishable from reality. This opens the door to malicious actors creating false narratives that can sway public opinion on a massive scale. The psychological mechanisms behind viral cat videos are identical to those exploited in political campaigns. Both rely on triggering immediate emotional responses. Joy, surprise, anger, that bypass rational thought. The only difference is the scale and intent behind how these mechanisms are used. Modern political campaigns now employ teams of psychologists and data scientists specifically to engineer emotional responses. They create content that triggers specific neural pathways associated with trust, fear, or enthusiasm. This scientific approach to emotional manipulation has fundamentally changed political engagement. The emotional algorithms that keep you scrolling through social media are the same ones that influence your political beliefs. Every like, share, and comment trains these systems to better predict and manipulate your emotional responses. In essence, the more you engage, the more vulnerable you become to this emotional engineering. Welcome! Before we begin, hit subscribe so you don't miss our daily updates. Tomorrow's video will reveal this secret. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Shushing face.